Good afternoon, everybody. Tuning in live from the Disneyland Resort. I am Tony here with Mike C. in not Los Angeles, Anaheim, California. Mike, how's it going?
A little tired.
Just a little.
How are you?
You haven't been there enough this weekend?
It's a home away from home.
What you doing
It
today?
feels like my apartment is my home away from home at this point.
Why are you at Disneyland today, Mike?
Let's see. We wanted to be here to get the new Frederick Douglass pre-show for Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln in the Opera House in Town Square on Main Street, USA. I did that. We also lucked out and I got to be here for the opening of Earl of Sandwich at 11 a.m. And then I also caught the Mickey and Friends character cavalcade Disney 100 version, which I had not seen before, and we got video of that.
Very nice.
So a handful of different things, kind of cleaning up the post Disney 100 sweep of stuff that we had missed before.
And you were at the park last night as well for the first Disneyland After Dark Sweethearts night this year.
That's correct. Yes, I was
What'd
here
you think of
till it ended at 1 a.m. I don't know. I don't really get the whole Disneyland After Dark thing, to be honest with you. But for what it was, I think people seemed to have a good time. The big disappointment was the fireworks got canceled because of the wind.
And what they do in its place.
Mickey's Mix Magic, the projections only.
Just when we thought we were rid of that show.
Indeed.
With a new projection-based show, Wondrous Journeys, which I keep calling just Wondrous, but it's Wondrous Journeys. Hi, Alex. Alex has a question. Have you ridden It's a Small World today?
I have not. I have not gone on that today. It's been a bit. Actually, I haven't gone on it since it was transformed back into the standard version after the holiday season.
That was a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, they did it. I want to say they did it a little early this year, so it would be ready to absorb guests over there in the Toontown area. That's the reasoning that I heard behind that.
Well, let's take a walk around. Or are we just enjoying the bench?
Right you want me to move?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Where do we want to go? Here's some stormtroopers coming.
Let's head towards Critter Country and work that way.
Okay.
Welcome, citizens. Mind, you have the creature trained already? Good work, young one. Greetings.
Who's she dressed as? The one with the stormtroopers.
She's the character attendant.
Oh, okay. Let's say hi to Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
A citizen of Batu, a Black Spire outpost.
Now, do you have the Magic Band Plus and play the bounty hunting game?
I have played it. I do have a Magic Band. I'm wearing it right now. I think I've got 5 bounties of the 20.
Okay.
So either I'm, saving them because I enjoy it so much, or the opposite.
Now, what else does the Magic Band Plus do around Galaxy's Edge? Because I know I'm not going in there to play with it anytime soon.
Around Galaxy's Edge, it doesn't do anything but the Bounty Hunters game, which is right here on the left as we pass by. But actually, my favorite thing that the Magic Band will do now that you couldn't do before at Disneyland is scan me into the park without having to fumble with my phone and get out my, the app and get out the ticket. It's a pretty quick, painless process. And then it also lights up. It glows with the show, as they say, for a number of the different experiences around the parks.
Good afternoon, Matthew. Matthew's from Atlantic, Canada.
Atlantic, Canada.
Which I'm guessing is the East Coast of Canada.
I believe it.
And hi to Brian. Brian. Now, we're, on the way there, we're going to pass by Rise of the Resistance towards Critter Country, right?
Correct.
Okay. I was just there kind of with you over the weekend and ask me how many times I set foot in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
I'm gonna guess 0, but how many?
That's a correct guess.
I try to pass through every time I'm here just to see if there's anything new or noteworthy with the merchandise or characters or anything like that.
Anything today?
No, I didn't. Nothing jumped out at me today. These benches along the path here are relatively new. Within the past couple of weeks, they added these.
Nice.
Because people were,
being from Florida, where I am now, I can look over my shoulder and see Disney Springs a mile and a half behind me. At Disneyland, there's something else I noticed over the weekend that has been a distant memory in Disney World parks, at least in terms of frequency of them, and that's benches. I was just like, oh my God, there's so many benches here. Loved it.
Yeah, it's nice. Just find a place to sit down, relax, enjoy the atmosphere, people watch.
What's your favorite bench in Disneyland?
Boy. Well, whenever I need a quiet spot, I feel like I always try to make my way over to Tom Sawyer Island.
Okay.
Just camp out there. I've taken some calls there. I've had some therapy sessions from there. I've done interviews from Tom Sawyer Island. The only intrusion on the quiet is usually the steamboat whistle from the Mark Twain.
Not the Columbia Cannon. My money would have been used for staying with the Columbia Cannon.
I go on the other side. You know, they shoot that off on like the northwest side of the island, so I can avoid that. I sit on the other side, the side facing like Frontierland. 45-minute wait right now for Rise of the Resistance.
Would you wait?
I've done it enough that I don't. If when people come to town, I go and do it with them. I don't tend to take that much time out of my day.
So if you won't wait 45 for Rise of the Resistance, what would you wait 45 for?
Oh, not much anymore. I was, the other day I was here and there was no line for Mr. Toad, and I jumped on that. Like, it was like a 10-minute wait tops.
Nice.
It's like, great. Okay, I'll do Mr. Toad for 10 minutes. I am doing Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I have a boarding group for that coming up later on this afternoon.
Did you get that at the 1 o'clock drop?
Yes.
Nice.
I did not get up early enough to enter into the first lottery.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
When I was there over the weekend, I tried twice and I had no luck either time. All of my virtual queue luck went towards World of Color 1, thankfully.
So. Gotcha. What did you think of the show?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. The original is still the superior.
Okay. But you also got to see the final show of that.
I
too,
did,
right?
yeah. So literally one night I saw Final World of Color, and the next night I saw World of Color 1.
Great.
It was nice. It's really they've taken what they've learned from World of Color and used it in a number of sequences in World of Color 1, where they use the whole expanse of Paradise Bay, and I'm very much talking with my hands right now.
Okay.
And like there's a scene with Mulan where she sets off the avalanche from the movie and launches, the rocket, as it were, across the mist, and it hits the back of Incredicoaster, and then the lights on Incredicoaster go out into the water.
I did not notice.
It's a really well done sequence.
Yeah, I want to see it again without staring at it through my phone.
Yeah, and you also saw it at the preview night where it was windy and 48 degrees outside, but with the wind chill, I believe, was -15. Yeah. And, I heard, I don't know if this is true, that not everything, because of the wind, was functioning for that performance.
Yeah, they kind of told us that the next day, so have not gotten the full experience yet of World of Color 1.
Now, Mike, when was the last time you did the canoes?
Within the last year or two, because I did I think, after the park reopened, post, pandemic shutdown or whatever, I brought my GoPro with the strap that I can wear on my head.
Nice.
And that video is on the Laughing Place YouTube channel of me doing the canoes.
Very cool. I was pleasantly surprised to find them open when I was there, and I did them once a day, all weekend.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I idiotically though only sat on one side of the canoe each time on the
Now,
right hand side.
did you find yourself seated behind a child who would splash you with the oar every time?
No, they were behind me getting wet by my oar. So
Okay. That seems to happen to me every time I ride the canoes.
JJ just asked the same question. When was the last time you did the Davy Crockett review?
Okay.
As Mike said, there is a video on YouTube, and I myself did it over the weekend.
Yeah, you can actually pinpoint the exact date that I did the canoes by looking at the Laughing Face YouTube channel. It's probably I probably posted the video maybe the day after or something. But, close enough.
Now, when I was there, and I think while you were there too, we kind of talked about this, the name tags that cast members are wearing with the characters.
Yeah.
What's the favorite one you've seen so far?
Good question. I saw some pretty obscure ones. So I recently have been studying the names of the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty because it keeps coming up in conversation. They're on the Disney 100 shields and medallions.
Yes.
So I've learned their names, and then I saw someone had Merryweather as their character of choice.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, that's kind of a deep cut, but not everybody is going to know who that is.
Especially on its own.
Right.
Yeah. Did you find Periwinkle anywhere?
No.
No. Okay.
As far as Star Wars goes, I heard somebody told me that someone has Chirrut Imwe, which I was, there is a list that you have to select from. It's not, you can't just pick anyone you want. So I was surprised to hear that's a fairly obscure Star Wars name that made the list. So, the Star Wars ones that I've seen so far have all been fairly major characters. I saw Han Solo, I saw Darth Maul, and I saw R2-D2.
I remember from far away, I saw Anakin Skywalker, and it took up most of the name tag. So I was just like, what is that one? And then I got closer, and I was like, oh, I see. I found out, I don't know if this is true, but Wally was the 5th most selected name tag.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true, but the Disney said Stitch was the most requested. But I didn't see any Stitch while I was there. Have you seen Stitch?
I have not seen a Stitch, I don't think.
JJ points out there is Laughing Place music on Laughing Place.
That's true.
Now, for more Laughing Place videos that might feature Laughing Place music, don't forget to check out laughingplace.com/TV, our 24-hour news and Disney channel. We're on it now with our live walk and talk from Disneyland Park.
Splash Mountain still in operation here.
So I was when I was there, I was talking to a cast member, and I said, "Has Florida kind of messed up your day consistently?" She's like, "At least what? Let's see, right now it's 3:20, so probably 3 or 4 times I've already been told, I'm surprised you're still open. I heard you closed."
I was working at another Disney news website that shall go unnamed. Back when it was like immediately after Downtown Disney became Disney Springs in Florida. And pretty much every time I would call Downtown Disney here, someone would correct me and say, no, it's Disney Springs. And I'd be like, no, it's not. They didn't change it here.
Yeah. Looks kind of busy today.
Yeah, it's bustling.
Let's open my handy dandy information cheat sheet and see how long Splash Mountain's wait is.
Okay.
Because it's coming out the door.
Oh yeah, it's going all the way back here.
Sixty-five minutes for Splash Mountain.
It's not too bad.
Winnie the Pooh's a 15.
Confirmed that by turning my head to the left.
JJ says, I still remember my aunt thinking Mr. Toad in Disneyland closed in 1999. Whenever I talk to people out here, too, I would say a good quarter of the time they're surprised when I say, oh, yeah, and then I went on Mr. Toad. Wait, that's still open out there? I kind of want to do the canoes again.
Yeah. So it would be tough to live stream.
You've got your hands full right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Like your turkey.
It was funny because I was when I had done it, I noticed that everybody was kind of wisecracking, all the cast members and everything was making little jokes the whole time, and I thought to myself, what is this, Jungle Cruise? And I met up with some friends while I was out there, and they told me, well, the canoe people are also from Jungle Cruise. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't either until they told me that. So this is one of my favorite little pathways in the park.
Me too. You can avoid the crowds.
Yeah.
Come out here, you got a nice view of the logs going by.
With more Laughing Place music on Laughing Place. They looked pretty wet. I noticed while I was there too, and I'm kind of trying to see if you have any on your end. This is where some people came back to try out the new food offerings for their vlogs back in this little corner.
Oh, okay. There's always one person in the vlog that looks angry at everybody else for making
Probably
them
in the
go
front, right? Nathan says, "What's up, Mike Celestino?"
What's up, Nathan? Speaking of the sailing ship Columbia.
No cannon fire today.
Nope.
And since it's dry docked, I'm guessing no Phantasmic either.
I don't know. I don't. Has Phantasmic been happening since
No.
Since the Wondrous Journey started? It's not. So the
Yeah, it doesn't have a date on the app or anything, but
Okay.
there's no show times.
Haunted Mansion is being converted back to the
Haunted Mansion.
classic
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion. Currently, that Haunted Mansion holiday really went for a long time.
Yeah, I wrote it Sunday, and
Yeah.
it was Haunted Mansion Holiday, and then Monday it was all this. So I was like, okay, so it almost made it to February this year,
Yeah.
which by my math would put it at almost half a year
Yep.
as
Yep.
Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Yeah, it was already at a quarter of the year. Or wait, no, so it opens like early September.
Yeah.
So September, October, November, December, January. Right? Is it 5
So
months?
so that's like a third of the year.
Yeah, it's crazy. So when I was here, was that yesterday? Yeah, it's all blending together. Jack was still up here. Jack
Yeah, he
Skellington
was still up there on
there
Monday when I left too.
yesterday. So they've taken him down since then. Some of the jack-o'-lanterns actually, since yesterday, have come down as well. But I can still see some. There's one up above the main awning there. So
Now, going
Still
back to
working
what
on it.
you did last night at Disneyland After Dark, there is a photo opportunity at the Haunted Mansion, but is it in the area there, or is it outside of it?
Oh, for the Sweethearts Night, they put
Yeah.
a tombstone. It goes right here,
Oh, okay.
and I think it says "Together Forever" or something.
Yeah.
And that's where the Haunted Mansion photo op is.
Now, are you excited for the French market to become Tiana's Palace?
As long as they keep some gluten-free options in there. Right now, this
Okay.
is one of my go-to restaurants that I can eat at in the park is the French Market. They do the half roasted chicken. It's great. Has mashed potatoes, some nice vegetables, cauliflower and stuff, broccoli. Very good. Very, healthier than how I normally eat. So I'm going to miss that while it's gone. I'm sure it'll be down. The restaurant will be closed while they transform it. But hopefully when it reopens, it'll have some options that I can eat here.
I also feel like whenever a restaurant closes, too, they move some of the menu items to another location temporarily.
Yeah,
so
that could be.
Hopefully for you, that'll happen.
I hope so. Do we know when that's going to start?
Not to my knowledge, but I'll look real fast. Toy Fan says, "Hey, Mike and LP
Hello.
Crew."
Hello, Toy Fan. What kind of toys are you a fan of, Toy Fan? I'm a toy fan as well.
I am too, but mine are mostly of the Funko variety.
Okay. I don't really collect Funko, but I have too many action figures.
Well, I never said I didn't have too many Funko. See if we have a timeline yet for Tiana's Palace.
So dead ahead of me right now is the Adventureland Treehouse, still being converted itself.
Is the whole pathway still closed?
Yeah, so they're using this bridge, pedestrian bridge here, just as the queue for Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, and you can't get past the south side of the bridge otherwise. And we don't have a date for that either, I believe.
And we don't have a date for Tiana's Palace either, just later this year. So, yeah, at some point in the future, in the near future, French Market will close, and that will occur. The French Market restaurant and Mint Julep Bar will be closed beginning February 17th, 2023.
Wow, it's coming up just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then later this year for the restaurant.
Okay, I got to prepare myself.
I'm actually going to add that to my calendar while we're here.
Okay. Pirates is a 25-minute wait. And yeah, we can't access Adventureland from here. Still, you have to go around through Frontierland.
How does this affect you on a day-to-day?
Oh, it's just, I feel like my ordinary route around the park would include a lap. I do like a lap around the perimeter, so it just kind of changes the path that I take. I don't think I've ever done more rides in my life. But I'm always excited about even minor changes to my routine.
Yeah, I kept habitually going that way and go, oh yeah, and then have to turn.
Yeah.
Toy Fan says he likes robot toys and Legos.
Oh, I'm a big Lego fan myself. Boy, oh boy, I've spent too much money on Lego over the years. We're watching the Australian version of Lego Masters. We got so addicted to Lego Masters, the reality competition show, that we sought out the overseas versions to fill in the gap between the seasons of the American version. And actually, the Australian version might be my favorite of the two that I've seen.
Because we're not.
Is there a reason, or just
they're a little meaner? The judge is a little meaner, and the host is actually maybe a little funnier than Will Arnett. I'm a big fan of Will Arnett. I like him a lot. But this guy, I'd never heard of him before. His name is Hamish Blake, I think, Australian comedian. He was actually I looked him up on IMDb. He's a voice in Ralph Breaks the Internet. He's one of the street racer characters that Penelope hangs out with. But he's really funny.
Slaughter Race.
Yeah. He's really good at improv, and he has so many great one-liners. It's available for free on Tubi, I believe, is the
Okay.
app. If you want to seek out the Australian Lego Masters, we're really having fun with it.
Doobie says Mike likes his Lego competition like he likes his Donald Duck.
Yeah, that's very true.
Just angry, right?
Yeah, I just want everyone to be as angry as I am. No, I'm not angry. I'm a very happy person.
Passing by Big Thunder Mountain now.
Yep.
Now, you heard music a while ago. Was that a performer, or when you were kind of by the Mark Twain doc, was that area music or actual performance?
Oh, I think that was just the background music,
Okay.
as far
It
as I
sounded
know.
good.
Okay.
Big Thunder currently at a 45-minute wait. But I have not seen anything go by. Have you?
Have I seen the train go by?
Yeah.
Here come. There's
Oh, there we
one
go.
coming
Okay.
right now.
Let's
They just come back from their high-powered jobs, right?
I was standing here for a little while just because
Sorry.
I like the waterfall.
Yeah, this is a nice view.
Yep.
We'll wait for one more train to come by.
Normally they're pretty back to back.
Not today. Here it comes.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Beautiful.
Hooray. Toy Fan says, thanks for the tip on Lego Masters Australia. I appreciate the insight.
Yeah, really, honestly, check it out. I think you'll dig it. If you like the American version, I enjoyed this even more.
Now we're coming back up on another entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So in a way, we've gone full circle, but we haven't even touched other parts of the park.
Right.
Do you think it'll connect to Toontown and have 4 entrances?
I asked that the other day of our Disney Parks Talk crew, and Jeremiah informed me that they would have had to do more demolition backstage than they have. So I don't know how accurate that is or not, but I don't know. The answer is I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to creep on Google Maps really fast.
Okay.
I will say I like the way you enter Galaxy's Edge. Here at Hollywood Studios, we have like a freeway tunnel, which is kind of cool. But yours looks more like almost like a mine shaft.
Yeah.
I just like that a lot.
Me too. And I like the transition quite a bit. I do miss the Stagecoach that used to be over here. We never really found out what happened to that, but they just replaced it with some crates.
Crates equals theming.
It used to be right back there.
Yeah. How long ago did that Stagecoach go missing? It's been a while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like a year.
Oh, and then so it's Jay Pike just says, any rumors on getting the Stagecoach back by the entrance?
I have not heard anything, and I would like to know why it was removed, what happened
Good evening,
to
Caleb. Yeah, no, exactly. After looking at Google Maps, it looks like Jeremiah might be right. I mean, it could be done. It would just take up a little road. Yeah, because it could be done, but to make it easier, there are 2 buildings in the way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It would be nice. It would be nice to have another connection. I always think about like Roller Coaster Tycoon. You try to give the guests as many convenient paths to get where they're going, to avoid congestion around the park.
This might be a little too inside baseball, but I'll still talk about it. When I worked at Universal Studios out here, we were always told at Islands of Adventure, Spielberg wanted Jurassic Park to be cut off from the rest of the park.
Oh.
Which is, if you've been to Islands of Adventure, it's a big donut around a lagoon with Jurassic Park, the top of the donut. So the rest of the lands would all be connected as a U. And you would have to take the boat from the front entrance of the park to Jurassic Park.
Wow.
And I just think what a disaster operationally that would have been.
But immersion wise, I think
fantastic. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely with the immersion. But having worked in theme park operations, I just think, what are you doing? Thank you, whoever told him no. Doobie misses his childhood teenage ride on the Pack Mules, which closed on this day in 1956, and he misses them greatly. Mr. Bob Newell liked that story. Yeah, I have tons, but that's like asking a singer, like, sing the song you like so much. What one? Like, there's so much. Prompt it, and I'll talk.
So was the Pack Mules, was that the first attraction that they kind of gave up on? They're like, oh, this doesn't work. And is it the first one to say goodbye
at Disneyland? I don't know. Hold on. I remember Mickey Mouse Club Circus is in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
Tomorrowland boats is what I'm seeing, but those became the Phantom boat, so I don't know if that counts.
Okay.
It could very well be. Well, if it's January 56 and they closed, or sorry, February 1st, 56. Rebecca wants to know, is the Toad car back at the attraction entrance?
No, I made note of that yesterday, and it is still not there as of today.
Do you think maybe it's backstage and they're spray painting it platinum and we're going to see a release of platinum vehicles?
That would be cool. I was kind of hoping they would bring back the Merlin show here for the 100th. But
so I've noticed on social media there's an influx of people like doing this, and it pops up for them randomly, I guess. I don't know what's going on with this show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or does the PhotoPass photographer have access to it? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, no Toad car here right
now. Doobie says he's disappointed the PhotoPass aren't green here yet, and that the Barnaby Owl Photoshop opened on this day yesterday. Going back to Splash Mountain.
This day yesterday. Okay.
JJ wants to know, Mike, did you see the pic of Data and Chunk on the Mr. Toad car?
He means Data and Chunk from the Goonies.
Sorry,
I've not seen that.
Is it Data or Data?
It's Data. He says Data in the movie.
Okay.
I believe Data on Star Trek is also pronounced Data. So you have.
But if you're looking at spreadsheets and analytics,
right?
What do you say?
Data.
Okay.
That could be Data, yeah. I had not seen that photo, but I would like to, because actor Ke Huy Quan is having a moment.
Yes.
And he played Data in Goonies.
Doobie points out Mike has never looked at spreadsheets and analytics.
That's very true. That's extremely true. That just makes my brain go cross-wired. Is that a thing?
Kind of. Mr. Bob Newell, do you think that Disney's outstanding feature is its focus on details?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. You know what? I would asterisk that and say that outstanding feature it's both details and the big picture. Do you think, like, if you zoom in or out on the Disney design theory or whatever?
And that's the are you talking about the 4 levels of detail?
Yeah.
Or 4 levels of design, I think is what they call it. I don't
Okay.
remember.
I don't know about this, but I think
So
that's where I
okay,
was going.
here's some more inside information. They'd actually talk about this, and I think it's the Imagineering story.
Okay,
the
well,
Imagineering
maybe
story
that's why it was stuck in my
behind
head,
the
'cause I've seen
attraction.
Yeah.
But they do talk about this, where it's the 4th level, or detail level 1 is you're driving into town and you could see all the buildings, like the church steeple and stuff like that, so things from afar. Detail level 2 is when you get into town, you see the street, the buildings are at scale. Detail level 3 is like what's in the storefronts and stuff like that. And then detail 1 is like you're going to the door on the store and you could see the age and the brass and the handles and stuff like that.
I lost you there for a minute, or
Okay.
you lost me for a minute, but I got the gist of it.
Okay, yeah, so it's basically exactly what we said, the big picture, shrinking all the way down to like, here's where my thumb is on the door handle, and it's worn away that brass, and there's, it's not shiny there anymore.
Yeah. So here's where people check in if you get a boarding group on the virtual queue for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Yeah.
Now, Toontown has nothing open yet, technically, except for Runaway Railway. So they're not letting anybody in that area at all just to see it either. You have to have the pass. Is that right? I don't know if this is me or Mike, but if you're still with me, hang in there. If it's Mike, then hopefully he's saying stuff. Okay, it's Mike. All right. Well, I think there we go. He's back. Hooray. Yeah,
Sorry
don't go to
about that.
Toontown anymore. They're not open, so the cell service is not being provided there.
Yeah, it seems like the closer I got to Toontown, the worse the signal got. So.
Yeah, and it also, my computer was basically like doing something, so I couldn't tell if it was me or you.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that.
Hey, look at
sorry
that.
about that,
Look at
everybody.
that. Look at the nice monorail wrap going by there.
Now, don't look directly at it because it will be blinding it sometimes.
It will scar your retina.
Yeah, sorry everybody. I got somebody here saying, "Oh no, I thought it was my internet." No, that was maybe there was a solar flare and it just took all of us.
No, well, we're
Matthew,
heading in the other direction now, so we should be good.
Great, Matthew. I am not in the park. Mike is in the park. And we have a silent observer now.
All right.
Now, what do you think of the new monorail, Mike?
I like it. It's real pretty. It was about time. It's been that Mickey wrap since Mickey's birthday in 2018.
Yeah.
The what was it? The Mouse Worldwide Mouse Party. What was that called?
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, we're losing Mike again a little bit, but Mike, if you could hear us, I think that monorail now overshadows the older one because there's still one that has the Mickey Mouse wrap on it, quite heavily. I'm just going to ask. I know you probably didn't hear me. Would you agree? Or not? Okay.
All I heard was All I heard was, "Would you agree?"
Yeah, good. Would you agree? No, I was saying the new monorail makes the Mickey Mouse design that's still on one of them look even older.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
actually not 100% sure if it is still, because when you were here it was, but I haven't seen the Mickey one yet today.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they finished wrapping the other one.
Okay. That'd be cool.
You know what? I take that back because I just saw the yellow one go by in the far distance over there, and it still has Mickey on it.
If it's in the far distance, it'll come right by you here in a second, won't it?
Yeah, it should. Yeah, eventually it'll make its way around here.
We're going to give you a little backstage magic at Laughing Place. One of my favorite moments over the weekend was apparently not a lot of our staff knew I was in California as well.
Yeah.
And I took a video of the monorail that I tweeted out, and everybody was like, "That's a great video," but nobody knew who did it, and it was fun for me. Because they went to Mike, and you were like, "That wasn't me," and then they went to another person who was there. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
And then I think Mac was the one who tweeted, the tweet is coming from inside the park. Inside the park.
Oh, you know what? We're done here.
Of everything you saw this weekend, what would you think was your favorite for the 100 Years kickoff?
You know, that Wondrous Journey show is really, it gets better every time I see it, I gotta say. I really dug that. Last night I watched it on It's a Small World. We got that video up on the YouTube channel. That's my favorite place to watch it so far because you can really tell what's happening in the projections. It's crisp and clear. You can see all the characters.
I saw some of your video, and yes, it looks very sharp.
Yeah. I think it's just like the biggest, flattest surface that you can find to watch it on.
Thanks to Mary Blair's two-dimensional designs.
Yeah.
It makes a great projection surface that she didn't see coming 40 years later. I don't know how to take this, but I'm going to take it as an insult. Doobie says, even if we knew you were there, we wouldn't have guessed you did it.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to take that in a positive manner.
When was the last time you went on the Finding Nemo submarine voyage?
It's been a while. I have not even gone on it since it reopened. It's been a long while because I didn't cover it. I forget who we sent here. Maybe Luke. I was busy doing something else, and Luke came and covered the reopening, so I haven't been on it. My wife hates that ride. She finds it very claustrophobic, I think.
That's fair. Who was I talking with that went, because it rained over the weekend, and they were talking about how it was raining, so when the people would get in, they drip, and so there was water buildup in the bottom of the subs.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know if I would be comfortable in a sub that had puddles in it, regardless of whether or not I knew where it came from.
At the same time, at least you know it's airtight. Like, if it's coming from the people bringing in the water and the water's not escaping, you know you're good about the water not coming in from the outside. Does that make logical sense?
Yes. And then the launch bay, which only has a meet and greet, I believe, right now.
Yeah, there's a Darth Vader meet and greet. I think only for Disney Visa card holders.
I could have met Darth Vader. Oh, well.
So somebody pointed out, I saw this on Twitter, that People Mover track has been repainted in parts.
Where at?
Let's see if we can find, because I don't know, that kind of thing probably doesn't jump out to me, but maybe you'll notice.
One thing I noticed, but I could also be, my memory is shoddy. The Tomorrowland marquee, on the old People Mover track, they put the new big, retro looking signs. I thought that was on both sides, but when I was there over the weekend, it was only on one of them.
Okay. So yeah, I think the tweet that I saw was talking about the underside of this part of the. Oh yeah, here's the actual
Oh,
point
yeah.
where you could see the repaint has stopped.
Okay.
Now, I'm guessing this side is the new paint and this side is the old paint.
Or they're priming it.
Yeah.
Why would you?
So-
Okay.
Don't know. But there you go. There's the evidence.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's only so many hours in a day, but that's one of those ones that jumps out at me. Like, why would you leave it like that? Because it's just so obvious.
Right.
Matthew points out he can hear the monorail song, not the one from The Simpsons, though. I don't like these banners. How do you feel about these banners? It says every 5 feet, it's a reminder that I'm in Tomorrowland. I'm in Tomorrowland. Hey, in case you forgot, you're in Tomorrowland.
Yeah. I mean, I can take them or leave them. Oops. Sorry about that.
I don't see any work being done on the floor. Do you think the planets on Astro Orbiter will ever spin fully again?
Oh. I don't know.
So if you look at them, once you get under there, there's the one that has like the 45-degree angle slice. Those would all spin and rotate.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, not so much anymore.
But how about the what's that called? The Orbitron?
Oh, in Paris?
Wait, isn't this thing also?
Oh
the
no! Oh
Orbitron
yeah, the Observatron.
Observatron, yeah. When was the last time that thing moved around?
Yeah, I don't know. I know people say the 50th because they made one of the hidden 50s on there, but I'm like, no, it spun after that because I had been since then and shown that off to people as it played the Rocketeer theme and just whirred around.
Oh, hey, I see the Disneyland band is out in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. That will be fun to check out.
Let's do it. For a second, I thought the Astro Orbiter spiel was the band announcement. And I was like, why are they talking about keeping hands, arms, and feet inside?
Right now they're playing Tangled, I believe.
Okay.
Or is this that medley that I posted the other day? Or that somebody posted for me after I shot it? Yeah, this is the medley. Pretty sure.
Okay. Hooray!
And speaking of, I'm going to hand the mic to the beautiful Tiana, we talked about Puzzle. Now, Ben, I don't know if I told you this. I've got three little kids, and they have a new flavor in Disney right now. That's actually very well. Everybody loves the concept. But there's another Disney character in that movie that I'm particularly yeah, well, we don't really talk about it.
Who is it, Johnny? Can you guess?
I'm guessing it's Bruno. enjoyed that immensely.
Very nice rendition.
I will say it started out a little bit and it made me laugh, and you probably could hear me laughing, so sorry everybody. But it sounded like if you're watching, we'll say, a movie from the 60s with a Sophia Loren type, whenever that person as a love interest comes on screen, that's what that rendition sounded like to me.
Gotcha.
But it was great. Well, now that we're back on Main Street, something you came to the park to do today is on Main Street. Tell us a little about it.
Yes, if you go into the Opera House, which is in Town Square, right close to the entrance of the park, where Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is, you can enjoy the new pre-show, which opened today in celebration of the beginning of Black History Month. And it's all about Frederick Douglass and his political relationship with Abraham Lincoln. Very interesting pre-show and a little display there that you can watch before you enjoy the main attraction.
Now, did that replace the Steve Martin 50th?
No,
movie?
that's been gone for a while.
Okay, I asked because I know what did. I was thinking if you would talk about that a little bit too.
You mean the Disney 100?
Yeah.
Video. That's that display right now. The screen is showing clips from when I passed by. It was clips from the old Disneyland TV show.
Okay.
I haven't watched the full loop of that yet, though.
I like that "yet's" in that sentence. So
yeah, who knows? I'll spend some more time in there. Here we're entering into Adventureland, which is still a dead end.
Doobie says regarding the performance, that was so awesome.
Yeah, this was great.
Now, I saw the cast members there. When I was there over the weekend, they had somebody out front, kind of basically with a mic, saying,
yeah,
go back here only for Jungle Cruise and Bengal Barbecue.
Right. Turn back.
It doesn't look like they're mic'd in any way, though.
No. They were more forceful about it before.
Let's see. Has that traffic affected anything? Let's have a look in terms of wait times. Because I know, like, Jungle Cruise was at a 15 most of the time I was there. Because nobody's back there. Yeah, right now, Jungle Cruise is only the 30.
Okay.
And then for the first time probably ever that I've ever eaten there, at the Tropical Hideaway, I was able to find a table with ease.
What did you get?
The pork bao buns.
Okay.
Yeah, those are good.
So yeah,
Kiki and Luca, thanks for the stream. No problem, Kiki and Luca.
Path
For more
and
streams
Fear.
like this, remember to follow laughingplace.com/TV. We'll go live throughout the parks throughout the day, morning updates with the news from all arms of the Disney realm.
All of Disney's many arms. It's octopus-like tendrils.
Yes.
I guess those are called tentacles.
Was anything good going on at Bengal Barbecue behind you?
Oh, the usual.
Skewers. They had something I didn't notice in previous visits. They had a full plate. You can get 2 skewers of your choice, and then rice and like a spicy coleslaw with it too. I had not seen that before.
Good deal. Let's pay a visit to the Tropical Hideaway, shall we?
Yeah.
Excuse me. My throat is a little dry.
Is that how you get into Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, so you enter in through here right now. But
Okay.
it actually brings you around the construction wall, and then you go in through the regular entrance.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So you're just kind of being rerouted.
Well, Rebecca says she still misses the Bengal freeze. Do you know what that is, Mike?
That sounds familiar. Is that like Red's apple freeze?
That'd be my guess. Perhaps Rebecca can tell us more about it. I don't know that one. I remember they had the Piranha Punch, which was like the boba tea lemonade thing, and that was good. Do you get anything in here, Mike, to eat?
I get Dole Whip pretty regularly because I could eat that and it's delicious. I really like the chili mango Dole Whip, but I replaced the mango flavor with, I want to say, I'm trying to remember which other, it's like a cherry maybe. The mango isn't my favorite. Let's see, you get strawberry, pineapple, mango. I think I get pineapple and cherry mixed together for my chili. And it's great.
Hey, Rosita. Rebecca thinks that the Fango Freeze was well before you were a regular at Disneyland.
That makes sense.
Well, why don't we head back down towards the Opera House and we'll go check a look at that exhibit. And by check a look, I mean take a look at and check out that exhibit.
Let's do it.
It was hold on. I didn't mean to do that. It was a non-dairy orange treat, not creamy, but not an icy.
Okay.
Oh, what's that right in front of you?
What is right in front of me?
Yeah, it looks bizarre.
Good one.
I just want to know how many people just flipped their desk with rage.
Now that song's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the day.
We don't talk about Bruno?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
There was a period, I want to say like 4 or 5 months after I saw the movie where I was like, that was still before it really caught on, you know, because you're an animation guy.
Yeah.
The movie didn't really catch on until it got onto Disney Plus.
Right.
And I saw the movie at a press screening, really enjoyed it. When the soundtrack came out on Spotify, I started playing it in the car. Can you imagine that now, like voluntarily playing?
Yeah. Well, I remember
like,
you even said you thought another song would take off from that movie.
Yeah, I did. If you go back and read my review, because I wrote the review on Laughing Place of Encanto, and I said that Surface Pressure would be the big hit. But I mean, I feel a little vindicated about that because I feel like if you had to list 2 songs that were hits from Encanto, that would be the second one, you know?
Yep.
I do think that it did get some attention. But, yeah, Bruno was obviously the big standout mega hit from that.
Mega hits, putting it lightly. I always think of, whenever I hear it, though, it makes me want to watch the scene from the movie just because of how beautifully like choreographed and animated it is. And it's, yeah. Like they had dancers for reference. I forget their names right now, but the choreographers that basically did the number, and they did a video of it. And then they had this whole other idea for the movie that involved like 3 human-sized rats dancing alongside Bruno. And like they got deemed too far-fetched, so they didn't know what they were going to do. And then they realized we have this footage of them dancing. Let's do it like their footage. And so it's almost, forgive me, everybody, almost shot for shot the choreography footage that they did as reference. And it's just amazing and beautiful. And the rat idea is kind of kept with Camilo when he does the 7 feet tall, and he has the 2D animated by Mark Henn for the reference. 3 rats behind him that are human sized because of the shadows. So that's kind of like the kickback to that idea. But anyway,
It's a good movie. Did you watch
Omnibus.
the Encanto live at the Hollywood Bowl?
No, I have not. I want to, though. I haven't yet.
I thought it was good. I mean, it must have been very cool to be there. I thought the editing on the Disney Plus special was just all over the place. My theory is they had too many cameras. Like, they had cameras in every corner of that place, and they just felt the need to keep cutting between them. Like I was saying when we were watching it, if you go and watch it, no shot lasts longer than like 3 seconds. It just keeps cutting to something else. And
Did they have an MTV team do it?
Maybe. It was even more frantic than MTV. It was really the Generation Z edit.
Because I know you went to film school, so you probably know what I'm talking about too. The MTV rule is every 3 seconds the camera shot has to change.
Yeah,
and I know I've heard psychologists blame that for especially with Gen Z and millennials as to why so many of us have short attention spans.
If I ever got to make a feature narrative film, I would have so many long shots in it. I want people walking out because of how boring it is.
Mike C, my movie will have people walking out. It's so boring.
Okay, here we are. This is the Disney 100 exhibit in the Disney Gallery. We'll poke our head into this video that we were talking about. No audio coming from this.
The following was presented as part of an episode of the Disneyland, I'm guessing TV series.
Yeah, television series. July 13th, 1950.
Oh, so it's the opening report. Got it. So do you like this or do you like Steve Martin?
Well, it was time for Steve Martin to go when that left. It was outdated, but that was fun. I liked his interactions with Donald in that. That must be available.
Is it because Donald was so angry?
Yeah. So here's where you can watch the Frederick Douglass video and check out the displays here. Here's Fred himself. I can't call him Fred. So the pre-show hasn't started quite yet.
No, Mike, I'm sorry, but I have to point out the somber tone you have just taken as though we're in a museum setting.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Robert Roberts. While we are waiting to enter the theater for great moments with Mr. Lincoln, we'd like to tell you the story of an unlikely friendship that transformed America forever.
Check it out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think you're saying what I'm about to say, but it's a little loud. We do have this fully up on the Laughing Place YouTube channel, so be sure to check it out as we walk past. Now, Mike, real quick, we got to talk about the elephant in the room here. There's an elephant in the room.
Another good one.
Yep.
How about this water tower, Tony? Is that something that's going to end up in your collection?
The desk lamp will probably not, but there's a memo board right near it that probably will. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
We were considering getting this. It's just so big. It's very large.
Yeah, if I weren't flying home, the Anders desk memo board would have come with me, but I do believe it's on Shop Disney. So that'll might be a thing. Excuse me. I don't know if I addressed this. Hello, everyone, to Love Pugs. Hello. And then
Oh.
Doobie says constant cuts drive him crazy, and Plane has a spectacular long shot fight in it.
Great. I told Doobie, Tony, but I don't know if you heard that we're planning a triple feature of the movies Dog, Ambulance, and Plane. All recent releases. Should be a fun time. You're welcome to come if you want.
Okay. I think the only one I've heard of is Plane.
These are all real movies. Ambulance is directed by Michael Bay. Dog is about a dog, I think like an army dog. It's got Channing Tatum in it, I want to say.
Okay. I think actually I might have heard of that one because I'm pretty sure Jimmy Kimmel asked him on his show, asked Channing Tatum, before I even talk about this movie, does the dog die? To find out the answer, be sure to tune into that episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live if you can find it. Because I don't remember and I don't want to be wrong.
Disney owned.
Disney owned. ABC Networks. Are they still cordoning off that Mickey statue so it's only PhotoPass can get up to it?
Yes, there's people waiting to get their photo in front of the... I don't know. How do you feel about this quote? Are you okay with this quote?
So that's one of those ones where it's paraphrased so many times. But I know because it was on the very first episode of the Disneyland TV series, the Disneyland Story, and Walt whips out that giant book and he says, "I hope we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse."
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the quote say on that one?
It says, quote, "It all started with a mouse."
Yeah. I don't know. That I could ask you flip that question and be like, how do you feel about Luke, I am your father?
Well, I was talking about this the other day because I think it came from Tommy Boy. I'm pretty sure the Chris Farley movie.
Is that the origin of Luke, I am your father?
I believe so.
Tommy Boy. Okay.
There's that scene where he's talking into the fan. Into the fan. I think that's where people got that from. So at least you're quoting some movie. I don't know.
Because it's and correct me if I'm wrong, it's no, comma, I am your father.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Nothing bothers me anymore. I'm cool with everything. People can do whatever they want.
That's still one of my favorite conversations I ever had with you. How old are you? All right, so somewhere in 4 years, I've lost the ability to be bothered.
That might have been 4 years ago, though. Conversation. No.
It was. Oh goodness! It was not too long after the parks reopened.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a couple of years to go.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Coming up later. Actually, I don't know if we have anything coming up later. I think Marvel Time already took place.
No characters around. I guess they're all.
I was just looking at. I was noticing that too. I looked down at the screen. I was like, "Find some characters, Mike," but no, there's none. Yeah. So in terms of live streams tonight, I think we got nothing going on for the rest of the day. But be sure to tune into laughingplace.com/TV, our live broadcast. There's always something going on over there, whether it be interruptions with live streams like this or just generalized and curated content pertaining to the day's news or anything like that or whatever today is. I know we have a lot of Oswald stuff up on there too. Just all kinds of fun stuff. Be sure to check it out.
Sorry.
Is that the Affleck duck, but Oswald?
No, it's Brian Doyle Murray in JFK. Brian Doyle Murray as Jack Ruby in JFK. Sorry.
Really speaking to the younger crowd here, Mike.
I'll go to sleep now.
Goodbye. Tune into laughingplace.com/TV. Just stay tuned. And then we'll be in tomorrow morning with the news update at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So long, everybody, from Disneyland.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.